got a short 10-minute workout for you just on Pilates to keep the body moving if you're taking a couple of weeks off. Okay, so we're going to start by coming onto the mat. Just taking your hands to your hips and finding that neutral pelvis and straightening the legs. Releasing your arms down by your sides. Shrug the shoulders up towards your ears and roll those shoulders back and round. We're going to bring the hands to rest at the heart. Bring the middle finger in underneath the chin and your thumb towards the sternum. Keep your hip bones facing forward. Take a little turn around to the right side, so rotating the head, the shoulders and the ribs around to the right side. Come out of the turn and then turn around to the left. Turning back to the middle, turning back to that right side again, coming back to centre and turning round to the left. Just once more on each side. Coming back to centre and then lowering those arms down. Gluing your hands to the side seam of your trouser leg. You're going to reach down with that right hand. Your left hand slides up, the ear comes to the shoulder. Breathe in, come up, and breathe out, stretch it over to the other side. Inhale, come up, do that twice more on each side. And last repetition, keep weight between both feet equal, and then bring yourself upright. Good, we're going to take the arms out to the sides. I'm going to turn sideways on, so arms up over the shoulders. I'm going to take the arms out to the sides, little bend into the legs, tailbone back and hinging at the hips. Dive down halfway, release the hands, look to the floor, and roll yourself back up to standing. Roll those shoulders back and round. Let's come into a squat position, so taking the arms up to shoulder height, bending the knees struck over the toes. Sink the hips down towards the floor, straighten those legs and return the arms back down. And repeat, take the arms up to shoulder height, bend the legs, come into a squat position. Breathe in, breathe out, straighten the legs, lower the arms down. And continue. So you want to think about the tailbone lengthening away, keep a lift through the chest. And then when you take the arms up, keep your gaze in between the palms of your hands. Watch the knees truck over the toes, keeping the hips and knees level. Last one. Straightening those legs, returning the arms back down both sides. I'm going to float the heels off the floor, take the arms up and over the shoulders. I'm going to release the heels down. And repeating that, taking the arms wide, coming up onto the balls of the feet. Releasing the heels down. 2 more of these. And last one. Take a nod of the head, see curve the upper back, roll yourself down. Breathe in when you're down there and then breathe out as you roll yourself back up. Good, now come to the end of the mat, so the mat's out in front of you. Take Pilates stance, so bring the big toes together, heels slightly out, feet slightly outturned. Nod your head, see curve the upper back, roll yourself down. Breathe in when you're down there, breathe out as you roll yourself back up. And again, nod the head, see curve the upper back, roll yourself down. Inhale, exhale, roll yourself back up to standing. And again, nod the head, see curve the upper back, roll yourself down. Inhale, exhale, bring yourself back up. Roll yourself down. Separate the heels, walk your hands forward. Come into a 4-point kneeling position. Bring your hands out wider than the mat. Your hips and knees are aligned. You breathe in, lower the chin and chest down towards the floor as we take a modified press up and press yourself up. If this is too easy for you, next time you come up, step those hands further forward. Bring the head and chest further forward. Your hips and knees are no longer aligned. And we'll work a more challenging variation. Elbows want to come out to the sides. Make sure you've got some tone to the abdomen. Breathing in to come down and out to come up. Last one. Step those hands back in underneath the shoulders, bring the hips back. Slide your sitting bones back towards your heels, come onto your elbows and rotate through the wrists. Now I'm going to come to lying on our front. I'm going to take diamond press. So gently bring yourself down. You're going to bring the thumbs together and the index fingers together, so you make a triangle with the hands. You place the fingers and hands in underneath your head, forehead. Raise the nose along the mat, lift the forehead, lift the chest, lift the upper ribs, keep the lower ribs connected, relax your glutes. Breathe in, breathe out, return the upper ribs, return the nose and the forehead. And again, grazing that nose, taking an extension through the back. Breathe in, breathe out, lower yourself back down. Keep going. Keeping the elbows and the forearms down, they don't raise off the floor. And if you feel okay here, next time you come up, take a salute. So lift the right hand off the floor, salute. Lower that down, and then the left hand, and take it down. Go back to the right hand, keep the hips still, return, and left hand. Do one more each side. Take a breath in, breathe out, lower yourself back down. Step your hands out wider than the mat now, so your hands are at the height of your face. Take the feet out slightly wider than your hips. Roll those legs and ankles outwards. Come into cobra. Breathe in, forehead rests on the floor. Breathe out, lift the head, lift the chest, lift the elbows and forearms. Bring yourself up into a higher back bend, relax the glutes. Return yourself back down. And again, breathe in, breathe out, lift the face, the chest, the ribs, upper and lower. Inhale, exhale, lower. So continue these. Should be feeling that on your upper arms. If it becomes too challenging, stay down on the elbows, and you can just come up this high. Let your next one be your last one. And then bring those hands in underneath the shoulders, press yourself up. Walk those hands back under the shoulders. Tilt your pelvis up through the back, and then take your sitting bones back towards your heels. Okay, so we're going to swing the legs around the front. We're going to come to lying on our back. We'll take the arms down by the sides. Find your neutral pelvis. Take a knee fold of one leg. Take a knee fold of the other leg. Make sure your feet are no lower than your knees, toes are soft. Keeping the hips nice and stable, you're going to straighten one leg, return, and then straighten the other leg, and return. Straighten one leg, and return, straighten the other leg. So if you're finding this too challenging, you can take it to toe taps. So taking the toes down to the mat, return, taking the other toes down and return. And stay with these single leg stretches. You want to work a little more intensely. Next time you come back to that double knee fold, take the upper body off the mat, take the arms forward, catch hold of the side of the left leg as you extend your right leg away, and switch. So make sure the feet don't come down to the floor. The lower you lower them though down towards the floor, the harder you'll work. And 3 more on each side. So if you can get those shoulder blades off the mat. Watch your neck, support your neck if you need to. Last repetition on each side. Come back to that double knee fold, lower the upper back and head down, return the arms, bring the knees in, or full body stretch. And then return the arms down. Okay, so that was just a short routine of a few things you can do, just for 10 minutes or so, just to keep the body moving, working the spine in different directions. Hope you found it useful. Thank you.